I could not be bothered to film a scripted video today, and I'm a bit behind on some of my content scheduling, so I decided to kill two birds with one stone by making this technically a vlog. For those of you who do not follow me over on my Instagram at amyriderrose, or have followed my blog over on my website, amyrosenfeld.com, then I am telling you guys now for the first time about my book reviews and my Bookstagram photos. Where basically I take the books that I have reviewed and I create photos of them that are very artistic still life, and I pair them up with my book reviews that I write each week. Or publish each week, I don't write one each week. And I've got a major backlog that needs doing. All these books, which I now realize are all very similar color schemes on the spine. So today I'm going to guide you through my process for taking photos of these books. My name is Amy Rosenfeld, and I'm guiding you through bookish photography. This is my studio. Well, I'd really like to have a studio, but I don't have the space for it, so I literally just clear half my desk. I'm hiding the messy parts of my desk with my body to do my book photography on this surface here. It's good, it's in a well-lit space, and it's got a wood grain surface for the books that I want to have a wood grain surface with. But if I don't want that, I usually just use scarves and other items of clothing to spruce this spot up. With what, you may ask? Well, aside from the books, the box of tricks. So of course we got like scarves in the box of tricks. I've got a whole bunch of fake flowers, random pouches, and there's stuff inside these pouches. Jewelry that I no longer wear, I often keep to use in these things, and of course jewelry that I currently wear. Fairy lights, fake candles, and glass tubes. Just a whole bunch of random stuff, really. I usually find this kind of stuff in like $2 shops. I call them $2 shops, but barely anything in them are $2 anymore. Alright, let's get to work on this canvas. Starting with The Mystery of the Gold Card by Garth Nix and Sean Williams. So usually when I do these sorts of photos, I try to include things that I associate with the book upon reading it. This one was very gothic. I don't know how much gothic stuff I've got, but we can start off with a black backdrop. Usually I like to leave this kind of stuff nice and crumpled so you can see like folds. Yes, it is a shirt that I wear at work. Alright, and nothing else says gothic like candles. Maybe some leafy stuff up in the top corner would work. Okay, I think we need some other stuff that's a bit more specific. I've got little mirrors. They're gothic. Yeah, we'll go with that. I just take a photo of them on my phone using the outward-facing camera, and I use the 1:1 aspect ratio, so it's the square format that Instagram likes. Now the tricky thing is to make sure that I don't get into the reflection when I take this with the mirrors, so that's going to take a lot of angling and adjusting, and I might not get the exact angle I want out of this. Actually, we'll move this candle so we can go in tighter. This one as well. Quickly, I'm going to show you my editing. So I use the iPreview app to do my editing on a phone because it's easier than going to Photoshop. And it still has a lot of similar controls. So I go to the photo library, then I pick the best one out of these. I think this one's pretty good. I'm able to edit from there. And use these little things down the bottom. Orientation, that's what I want. Then I usually like to have strong contrast. I think I'll up the exposure just a tiny bit. Add a vignette, which is basically like either a light or a dark circle around the frame. Oh, and then just upping the saturation a little bit because I like the colors on here to pop. That's one book done out of 8. Next book we've got is Expanding Cracks by Ben Pick. Ben, I know that you watched this, so it's going to be very interesting to see if my interpretations differ from your actuality. This one's quite modern and involves a school, and the previous one that I did had this desk backdrop, so I'm going to use that in this one as well. Actually, maybe... is that an elf ear? What's an elf ear doing in there? Done. Adding a scarf to this would be cool, but I don't quite have a color that matches. Maybe I should quickly see what the previous one looked like. Okay, it had black and fairy lights. I see. So what we'll do, we'll just take the black from a different angle to make it look different from the previous one. With the added fairy lights, that could work. Star necklace, because why not? Oh, and Tracy, she's like one of the more main characters in this book, and music boosts her superpowers. Some headphones on the side, and now you have to work out the good angles. Oh wait, there was flowers in the previous one. Could just add some leaf instead with the fairy lights. That could work. In fact, the necklace doesn't add much at all. There we go. Number 2 is done. The Midnight Library. I could take this one of two ways. I could take it with black background or wood background, and I don't want to do both because we just had both with the previous one. We'll go with black because it's midnight in the title. Fairy lights. I think I want to try and make them in a circle this time. Yes! That could almost work on its own. Simple can sometimes be the most effective. Number 3, you are complete. Okay, we are definitely taking the black thing away for this one, because this one is a fantasy western. The Good Luck Girls by Charlotte Nicole Davis. This lighting's good. You can really get the gold contrasted against the matte finish. It is so freaking gorgeous. I love this cover. This definitely needs a scarf. I didn't think that would work, but it actually does. We'll just have to do it neater. What would be nice is if I had a gun, but this is New Zealand. Flowers are a big part of this book. They have, like, you know, obviously here. What should these would work? The yellow ones. Yes, that's gorgeous. I think we need to just fill this gap in here, maybe add something on the other side. Oh yeah. Oh, that would have been so good if it wasn't so spread apart. You'll do. Alright, we're halfway through already. Uh-oh, guess what, guys? We are bringing the black shirt back. Because it's a sci-fi. An Unkindness of Ghosts by Rivers Solomon. I never know what to do for like a space-heavy sci-fi except a black backdrop. Okay, and then she's also a botanist, so we're gonna bring some plants in. Kind of misleading, but it'll have to do. I don't have any tech-based things. That's one thing I am short on because I never know where to get them from. We could use the fairy lights again. Oh no, that is rave mode. There we go. That'll have to do. Don't entirely care for how this looks. I mean, I kind of do, but I also kind of don't, because this is a book I'm not keeping. Do you think my black shirt... Do you think my black shirt days are finally over? Because I'm not so sure. Dreadnought by April Daniels. Danny wears blue. Let's find something blue to put this up against. Hey, trousers! I bet 5% of you at most will get that reference. Trousers. Too much fairy lights. Let's do roses? White rose, maybe? It's not really involved in it. There's a makeup scene. You can have some makeup down here, and I don't like the rose anymore. God damn it, we're bringing the fairy lights back. Ah, every time. Okay, I think this will be fine if we just adjust the angling right. Okay, I like it. It looks good on the phone. Lastly, we have Last Night at the Telegraph Club. Okay, this takes place in the 50s. So, what's 50s? Notebook, that can work because, you know, she's a student. Main character Lily is. Got a brush, that can work. Pen. Then up here we can have some roses. Like this. We'll go in an angle and then that should do. Alright, I did it! Woo! Hopefully that's some good content for you guys, I don't know. Thank you guys for joining me on that wee book photo adventure. Maybe I'll go into a more technical approach about how to take photos of them sometime. I mean, for me, that was just, you know, setting up the books and taking photos of them. There's like a lot of visual stuff that goes into that kind of photography as well, and that could be good to explain sometime in the future. How near in the future? I'm not sure. But if you did enjoy this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new around here. You can ring that bell to find out when I post more creative content. You can head to my website to check out these amazing photos, check out my book reviews, and also buy my book ASTER'S CODA, which I have done a review of. I don't know how far back in the archives it is, but I did a review of it for April Fool's Day last year. And while you're down in the description, you can also check out my Instagram, my TikTok, and my website again. I always say that, but I never say website first. I should also say you can subscribe to my newsletter via my website. Stay creative, everybody, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.